And we're in.
Hey.
What's up? Heroes and villains. Thank you for joining us once again, or maybe for the very first time, this episode of the Umbra Initiative, a Mutants and Masterminds actual play show where four of us get together in the old New Hampshire town of Arcadian Haven and see what sort of dark mysteries are in store.
Like monk angels.
and moose.
And moose.
Coyotes.
As always, everybody in chat, if you're listening here, let us know if you have any audio issues, anything sounding off, if you hear some weird noises or whatever.
Not like us making weird noises, but like real weird noises.
Yeah, just let us know.
I am your Professor GM Colby, joined here by my lovely cast and crew, Cory.
Hi, my name is Cory. Tonight I'll be playing as Jordan Teller.
David.
Hi, my name's David, and I play as Barrett Stair.
And Nicole.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yo, what up?
She did. Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Oh, okay. Yo, what up?
Yo, and you can look mad fly too with some Umbra Initiative merch over there. Look at that snapback. It's got that green, the green leather hair with the pink rim on top over there. And
Comes in 4 colors, right?
Oh wait,
We got merch.
Not just one.
we got shirts.
Not just pink.
We got shirts.
We got. Hold on. Wait. Wait.
Do you have it in your bag?
Wait.
Oh my god.
And we got
Wait.
The beanie.
Oh, we got beanies.
the beanie.
For the cold weather, we got beanies. We got a Patreon.
You can get away with a beanie until at least
my
the first week of May.
Can we tell you our Patreon, everyone? Oh my god, we got a Patreon.
The best Patreon I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's the best website in the world. You can go there and you can give us money, and we give you content.
Oh yeah, not just any content. You get exclusive behind-the-scenes post-show episode. You know what? David was in line when he said up to 30 minutes.
Up to 30 minutes.
Extra week of extra
I
content.
told you.
Not to mention, if you donate enough, you could be in the show with your own NPC.
You can talk to Colby here and customize an NPC, and it'll be in the show.
Yeah,
It's pretty neat.
it's true.
Pretty neat.
That'd be pretty cool.
We might kill him, but I mean, he'll be in it.
It's true. You do run the
Your
risk of that.
character can die
Should
here.
be an asterisk.
Yeah. Chances are they might die.
If you're listening on Spotify or any of our podcast-centric medias, thank you for listening to us over here. Feel free to check us out live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. East Coast time at twitch.tv/keeptappinx. That's where you can find us live, or over at YouTube at youtube.com/keeptappinx.
Yeah, if you wanna watch us with like a video element, yeah, we're over there on YouTube. So go
we
check
got
us out.
we got all these nice overlays and little graphics. Oh, before I forget, because I forgot 2 weeks in a row, I made a map. Finally.
Hey.
All right. For anyone
I'm gonna
who's
block
not in
us
Discord.
for a second.
Yeah, it has been in our Discord, but there it is on stream right now.
Yeah.
This is the picture.
So, screw you, machine.
Fucking Squidbillies.
Son of a bitch. So
The link
funny.
looks like a Squidbilly.
I made this elementary school map over here because I can't draw, but it gets the point across.
It looks
It does.
great.
I like that it's tan and not just like generic white.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it probably looks better if I make it.
You give it a little bit of
It's like
sepia
matte,
tone.
you know?
I like it.
Yeah.
I learned that like
All
if you
maps are
put
tan.
little lines on the mountains like that, it puts a little more detail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Mountain Doom over there in the middle. It's just missing.
I like how
like,
every
dragon.
tree is different.
Yeah,
I
it's a nice touch.
put each one. I just did them each one individually.
I like
Beautiful.
That's a lot of triangles, my friend.
It
Did a
is.
lot of trying.
Having a map really it helps me visualize mentally.
Those streets though are not very drivable.
No,
Well,
like, I don't know.
Arcadian Haven's an old town.
I don't know whose house is whose, but I want the big rectangle.
It's also like I kind of fucked up in it because 3 important key locations that we've been to are not on this map because
What a guy.
you have to go left more. Like you have to go westward, and you'll see in the north, like completely west, is like due west is the compound, the convent. Above that,
Wow.
above that is Jordan's house, and then below that is Barrett's house.
So you just like made a map and like no
Left out
relevant
all-
fucking places are on it.
No.
Yeah.
No. Most relevant places are on it.
Yeah.
What a
Don't
piece of
forget
work.
that place we
Yeah,
did that one
this
time.
Yeah,
fucking
everywhere
guy.
we bend is off the map. See, that leaves it open enough to where Listen, because when I started it, I was like, I made it, and then I got halfway through, like before the lake, and I was like, this should be more forest on the left, huh? And I was like, man, I already spent like way too long on this.
I can't believe this.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I like to think that the movie theater is on here somewhere.
No, it's not.
Everyone says
That's
it's not.
actually
Everywhere we've been isn't on it.
Yeah.
no, that would be. That's actually
Where?
on the north east. See that like
Oh yeah, the little
Near
yeah,
the
not
you
like-
can see.
the
near the
mountain base, but
Squidbilly?
like
yeah on the top, not in the mountains.
Yeah.
That's an entirely different place.
Near the
Okay.
lake.
I like how nothing's like labeled.
Yeah, because it would have looked really messy if I labeled everything. So
I like it.
I should probably do something about that.
I want to climb the big mountain.
Yeah,
I want to climb Mount Doom.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. This looks like the Morrowind map.
Oh, great. I don't know if
There's a big ass mountain dead center, and everything else is built around.
I don't know if you're slating the Squidbilly or oh fuck.
I'm
me.
trying to curb the Squidbilly
Yes.
comparison for
I
you.
keep reading chat and fucking talking about Squidbillies. Shit, they're talking about Morrowind.
Squidbilly.
You're all ass.
We love your map. We're gonna put it on the fridge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good. Put a big fat B- on it. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Right,
Christ.
we have some Squidbillies in chat. Squidbillies emote.
We need a Squidbillies emote. Yes. We need
Adult
one.
Swim's gonna sue somebody.
Should I just recap?
Yeah.
Huh?
Why are we
Why
even
not?
here right now? To criticize your art? Because we can do this all night.
we could be here for a while.
We can rip on this thing for at least another 45 minutes.
I knew I should. I just didn't want to spend money, man. All right. You know what? If you support us on patreon.com/the Umbra Initiative, we can afford real cartographers
Yes.
Oh
We'll
my
hire a
God.
cartographer.
to make the Arcadian able.
Please
Oh
spare
my
Colby
God.
the embarrassment next week.
Damn.
If someone donates $100 right now, I'll put a Squidbillies reference in the lake.
Oh my
I've never seen it. Episode.
You'll have the hat that he wears. What is it? Booty hunter? What does it say?
I don't know a single thing about Squidbillies. I hated when it came on, so I shut it off. I'm sure it's a great show. I don't know.
You'll put the hat in the lake in the campaign.
Oh my God.
All right.
Amazing. Oh my god, we got way off track. Holy
Okay.
shit.
All right. Let's
All right.
let's do this, right?
Fuck.
So,
And scene.
the stories so far. Episode 11. Within the convent of the Antia Relinquere lies a battered and beaten Barrett after a crushing defeat by the hands of Brother Lewis the previous night. His infiltration mission gone south, he is interrogated by the monk and reveals the identity of his organization, Leading Edge, along with his boss, Mr. Sales. Fortunately for Barrett, Jordan's intuition leads to the former's strange weapon to be saved from a watery grave. Barrett's weapon surges towards its master with Jordan in tow, which leads to the two of them breaking Barrett from his bonds. However, their escape would be short-lived as Mother Adele, along with Arabella, catch the two. Brother Lewis, with a surge of holy light, arrives at the behest of Mother Adele and attacks. It is a brutal chase as the party fends off the monk, with Arabella trying to maintain some semblance of peace, but to no avail. During the conflict, Barrett deals a deciding blow to knock Brother Lewis unconscious, but the action causes Arabella to transform into her dangerous demonic form. As she begins her reign of carnage, Brother Lewis returns to the fight, but in a much different form. After replacing his legs with a floating rein, growing a few wings and adding a slew of other changes to his body. The horrific and holy form of Lewis attacks the demon in his midst. Jordan and Barrett use the distraction to flee, but not before Jordan has a brief conversation with Mother Adele, who refers to an interesting observation she has made about him. Brother Lewis is able to defeat Arabella, subduing her as the rest of the party take their leave. How will Mother Adele spin this tale? What is the order of the anti-reliquary? Perhaps the answer lies within the Umbra.
Yeah, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, I got my ass beat, dude.
That was
Dude, you got spanked.
big blue
Yeah.
butt cheeks.
Did I heal my injuries?
No.
do you deserve to?
Yes.
I don't know about that one, my friend. I'm here.
You're probably locked away.
Yeah. They put me in jail.
Yeah.
You're in just like New Hampshire State Penitentiary.
Nobody knows.
Sitting there playing harmonica.
So, we fade in on the interior.
I'm laughing at machine citizen.
I
We
was trying not to laugh, and then you laughed.
We fade in.
Natural ass whooping.
on what looks to be the interior of a bedroom. The bed itself, the covers are a bit of a mess. We hear a sink running. And we catch a bureau with a mirror. And to its side, near the front door, which is cracked open, we see a stand with a large TV fastened onto it. And on top of the TV, a wire hanging from the side, we see what looks to be like a square webcam. And we hear somebody in conversation. And we catch just halfway through, we hear, the proof is in the delicious weight-gaining pudding, my friend, I'm telling you! And we see stepping out of another door, reflected in the mirror, we see Mr. Sales in a all-too-short, light baby blue bathrobe. Nothing else underneath, barely covering his crotch area, just too tight on him. And he has a face mask on, like one of those, like, skin helping.
Yeah.
You know, he has a one cucumber still in his eye, and he's like holding the other one, like, taking a bite, and the steam coming out of the bathroom. Yeah. And as we look at the TV, we see a very clean-cut gentleman with a black beard, dressed as a doctor, white coat, and this sterile environment behind him. He says, what you're asking for is acceptable under the present circumstances. Well, I'm glad you see it my way. Don't worry, baby, you know I'd never do you wrong. Mr. Sale goes up, and he looks like he's fiddling with the camera system. And the individual on the other side, he says, just see that it's done. Do not compromise the primary objective. Is this understood, Mr. Sales? Before he finishes shutting off the camera, he just says, loud and clear, baby, loud and clear. He jumps onto the bed and sits and crosses his legs. Says, oh. Takes the other cucumber. Loud and clear. All right. Well, this is a very lovely picture you have, by the way. He reaches over to the bureau and he pulls a framed photo. And that's when we start to see, as we pan to the side, we see an article of clothing, just like pants, like laying off the side of the bed. And as we pan a bit more, we see a briefcase. A luggage case that's just completely tossed over and all the contents spilled out. And we see an unconscious person just from the neck down. And he holds out the pitcher. He says, you know, when someone does something so bad, they just need to be taught a lesson. And what better way than by using friends? And we see, as we pan behind him, we see a picture of Natalie. And as we pull away from it, we see unconscious on the floor. We see Natalie there. We fade to black.
Turned out.
Man, this guy.
Yikes.
Gonna use hostages on us.
Yep.
This dude's a piece. Should have killed him when I had the chance.
You should have.
Really should have. That could have spared us a lot of bullshit.
I wish I had a nickel for every time. Every time we wish.
Could have just went.
Yeah.
So,
Would have been done.
we come in on the humming of a motorcycle engine. And we fade down to see you, Barrett, with holding in one arm a freaking out Bowie.
Yep. Yep.
He's like gnawing on your hand.
Yeah, I'm just driving as fast as I can back to my house.
All right.
Just holding firm onto Bowie.
And far behind, but gonna make good time since he flies pretty fast. We have Jordan soaring through. So you guys arrive at Barrett's house. It's dark.
Yeah. And as soon as I arrive, I'm just jumping off my bike, like turning it back into a gun, summoning it to me, and running my front door. Just getting inside.
I touchdown and fall in.
Okay. Yeah, you both are inside.
Yeah. As soon as you're in, the door's closed. I like put Bowie down. I was like, let go of him. And I'll
Barrett, make a perception roll.
$23.
23? As you shut the door, lock up, get things settled. Sorry. You see a blinking light in the corner of your eye, and you see that your closed laptop has a familiar blinking red light. That's it.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that. I put Bowie down. I kind of just like toss my gun onto the bed and like disassemble it as it like goes.
Okay.
And just goes into pieces on the bed. Yeah, I pick up my laptop and I look at you. Stay there a minute. I'm gonna like sit on like my kitchen table, which is like the only table in my house. I just like sit in a chair, just open the laptop so he's not in view, and just hit the space bar.
As he does that, I'm gonna head to one of the windows and I'm gonna keep an eye out for Angelica.
All right, make a perception roll.
I ain't gonna see shit. 6.
Pretty tired and you're distracted, and you're like, that was so important on the laptop. You know, just a lot of things going through your head right now. Yeah, you press the space bar and we see this program open up. And a familiar call system plays out, and a figure appears. Young blonde woman. Looks like she has these round rimmed glasses on, small, same exact background as you're used to.
Yeah.
You're like, Mr. Stair, here for your appointment, I see.
Yep, that's right.
All right, give us one moment. This light. Mr. Stair, you should know by now that if you're going to make an appointment with us, it should be a private matter.
This is as good as you're gonna get for now.
Then maybe we should have this discussion when you're available.
Might be a while.
See that it isn't. Your health is very important to us, Mr. Stair.
Yeah,
get back to you ASAP.
Thank you so much. We'll await your call.
Just close the laptop.
Awfully weird time to call your doctor.
It's not a doctor.
I gathered that.
Yeah, I didn't think they would know you were here. Apparently they do.
How could they tell?
It's a good question. They know a lot.
Well, they have this place bugged?
Probably.
Oh, lucky me. Now they know who I am.
I think they already knew.
I don't doubt that.
Well, I'm supposed to check in with them every so often, and that's what I was trying to do.
So they definitely know about me.
Yeah, and Arabella, and probably this whole place.
So now what? What the hell do we do? What the hell was that back there?
Look, I don't know. I've seen a lot, but that was something else.
Yeah, that was something else.
Kind of remind me of Arabella.
Yeah, in a weird kind of opposite way.
People turning into not people seems to be the goal. The whole premise of this job. Remember 5 years ago when everything happened?
Yeah, of course.
Well, like I said, when we were at the movie theater, when I was overseas, I saw this drug turn people into things.
Yeah.
Didn't look anything like Arabella or Angel Boy over there, but could be similar.
It's a good theory.
Do you think the church is dosing them?
I don't know about any serum that can turn people into that.
I mean, I don't either, but that's my best guess.
I appreciate trying to apply logic and reason to this, but what we saw is beyond reason.
Well, I don't like things I can't reason with, so...
Yeah, me either.
Well, the only thing I could think of was getting here and getting safe. I didn't want Bowie over there to get hurt, and I don't want us to get hurt, so I guess we just lay low.
Yeah. You didn't see Angelica follow you, did you?
No, but she probably did. Either that or she's still in there.
She said she was going to be here.
Well, if her job is to keep Arabella or thing in Arabella safe, she's probably there making sure no one else is trying to kill her.
Imagine what a sight that is, her standing between Arabella and Lewis.
I don't think she's the one to get directly involved. She's probably just watching from the sidelines.
That's probably right.
Well, now what? We have angels and demons fighting? Or people pretending to be them?
Yeah. If they're pretending, they're putting on a good act. What do you think they're going to do to her?
Well, if what they did last time was contain it back inside of her, that's probably what they're doing again.
I wish I knew how they did that.
Yeah, I mean, if they could do it permanently, I'd be out of a job, but I'd be pretty happy.
It would just be nice to have that power, you know, just to be able to shut her down before she came close. Like if we could recognize the trigger and then just like nip it in the bud.
Well, the triggers seem to be me shooting Lewis, so maybe just trauma?
Maybe. Emotional attachment.
It could be.
That triggers everybody. But what happened with her is something entirely different.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like you can just strip the emotions from a person. I don't know. I feel like if I kill that thing in her, she'll die. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting now. And I don't want to kill Arabella, but I don't know if I have a choice. Things seem to be getting worse. I mean, Sales is still out there somewhere.
Sales, it's just collateral damage. I think everything is to him, actually.
I feel the same way. It just I have a stake in this. I have to do it. I have to follow orders. I don't really have a choice.
If it comes down to her or Sales, who are you picking?
I would much rather Sales get axed than Arabella, but if I have them both in my scope, I don't know if I have a choice.
Thought you might say that.
Look, this is a tough situation for all of us, and I'm not sure what to do. Plus, we have all the kith and kin, and Umbra is still out there somewhere. That has nothing to do with why I'm here, and I don't know much about it, but, I mean, I point to Bowie. It's still happening, apparently.
Yeah, Bowie's like at the door, not scratching at it. Just it looks like that. Like he's back to normal.
Yeah. And last we were told, Bowie was kind of a pointer dog to these Umbras.
He turns to you.
Yeah.
How dare
Filth.
the audacity.
And if we let him go, he'll probably lead us to one of those things.
I think Brother Lewis is one of those things.
I don't know. The Umbras kind of had more of a field distortion aspect to them, yeah?
Yeah. But it would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would, but I mean, we have to try and differentiate powered people from these Umbra things.
I can tell you who has power. You wouldn't have guessed. Mother Adele. She did something earlier.
I figured she had something up her sleeve.
She bent reality in a strange kind of way. She kind of, I don't know, I can't even describe it. It felt like she stretched and shrunk the hallway we were in at the same time, and everything just kind of like closed in and then loosened back up again.
You know,
Like she was like flexing her power.
there was a point in my life when I thought all these problems that have happened in the past 5 years were because of powered people, and I'm trying to be a better person. But it seems like whenever there's trouble, there's some sort of powered individual around. No offense.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir, I agree.
Okay,
This
so
shit I can do, this isn't by choice. Either.
Well, okay, she can manipulate space or whatever. Great.
It was distortion, just like the Umbra.
Okay. Alright. Well, what do you say? Do we follow him?
Who?
Bowie. I mean, if Bowie leads us back there, then we'll know for sure if that's what this is, and maybe that Raj guy can help us out.
Yeah, if we go back there now, they'll kill us.
Well, I mean, what are our options?
Well, I mean, when you put it like that, it's leave town forever or walk into the fire.
Alright, well, how about this? Pick up Bowie, head outside. I'm gonna do this thing on my laptop quick. We'll both go after.
All right. Hear that, little guy? I'll put my arm out.
They jumps onto your arm, onto your shoulder, yeah, then like onto your head.
Yep. All right. We'll see you in a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
And I head out the door.
Okay. Yeah, you walk out.
I just like stand right outside the front door, arms crossed. I'm just like looking out into the forest.
And when he gets outside, open my laptop back up. Just tap on the space bar.
Familiar sight.
Mm-hmm.
Same woman.
Yep.
Mr. Stair. So soon.
Yep. I'm alone.
Well, we're glad you made time in your busy schedule for us. Give us one moment, please.
Yep.
Mr. Stair.
Yep. A lot's been happening.
The parameters of your mission have changed.
I'm just hearing about it now.
Here's a recent development.
Okay. What's changed?
Your target is no longer that of the subject Arabella.
Who is it then?
Jordan Teller. You will terminate him.
Well, why the sudden change?
That information is not for you to ask for. You're not privy to these details. You will follow the mission. Jordan Teller is a threat.
And Arabella's to be ignored now? She's not even on the radar?
The priority for subject Arabella is diminished in the weight of new developments. the termination and subsequent extraction and recovery of Jordan Teller's corpse. That is what is important.
He put a hit out on me.
All right. Hey, if this is above my pay grade, that's fine. But have you heard of Mother Adele and the company she keeps over at the compound here? They seem to be powered in a similar way to Arabella.
The Order of the Anti-Aron Query is an organization that we are aware of.
Okay.
We understand that they have an influence on your previous objective.
A pretty strong one, yeah.
As a result, information on the organization had to be obtained prior to your inclusion on the mission.
Okay.
More details are classified.
All right, well, as long as you know about it. Okay, well...
Do you have any other questions, Mr. Stair?
No.
We've also received reports of certain activity from you that is questionable to the stability of our organization. As a result, you will be on probation for the foreseeable future.
What does that mean?
It means you will be scrutinized far more heavily than before.
Are you talking about my relationship with Mr. Sales? He's a bit hard to work with.
This is true. Mr. Sales is a eccentric agent under Bleeding Edge, but nonetheless, he is your superior.
Yeah, understood.
We wish to remind you of what happens if you defy us, Mr. Stair.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Very good. We leave the details and the completion of your new assignment to your discretion. However, you will answer to Agent Sales if he has any input.
Right. Okay.
Very good.
Well, thanks for the update.
We trust in your ability. You were chosen for Bleeding Edge for a reason, Mr. Stair.
I'll get the job done.
Very good.
And just shut the laptop. Walk over to the fridge, grab a sandwich.
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah. Head outside.
Yeah, yep. After a few minutes, Barrett joins you outside.
Look at the birds.
And I'm just eating the sandwich. I have my gun.
So how do you want to do this?
I guess we got to let the little guy lead us, right?
I coax him off of my shoulder. Well, Bowie, now's your chance. Lead the way.
Hits the dirt, that sniffs the air.
What is it, boy? What is it?
He just starts, not running, but just
Mm-hmm.
walking down the dirt road.
Let's
Smells
follow him.
like pizza bagel trash.
Yeah, goes around the side of your house in your trash for a moment,
Yeah.
like a sandwich, wrapper,
Uh-huh.
and back down the dirt road.
All right.
You guys just start following, and he's going in a direction.
yeah.
He's not bobbing,
Yeah.
but it's you guys are tired, exhausted. Bowie looks pretty fine, going forward.
It's pretty late. Or beat up.
Yeah. I mean, right now it'd probably be closer to 8, 9 o'clock.
Yep. I wonder how far he's gonna take us.
This feels a little ridiculous.
It does, huh? Should we like drive?
Yeah. Let's drive.
We hard cut inside Barrett's car.
Jordan's just like sitting with his arms crossed, looking out the passenger side window, just like not even talking, just kind of shaking his head.
We have technology.
Or he's on the dashboard, just like pointing
Yeah,
his head.
exactly. Yeah, and this
Amazing.
this lawn walk turns into a much easier drive as he leads you into town.
Okay.
And you're trying to like make a intelligence roll.
Intelligence.
Both of you.
Both of us? Okay.
Unless one of them wants to help. That's
I mean, I rolled a 5, so.
Okay.
I got a 10. So, Adam and Elias.
They're back, baby.
Drive off a bridge into water.
Oh man,
So
we're
like
going swimming,
you
boys.
so it takes even longer because
Yeah.
it looks like Bowie's trying to like signal, like they're trying to make a system, like, all right, if he stands up, does that mean let's stop? Or, like,
yeah.
But you guys just like are fighting against each other on it. You're like, no. Even Bowie's being a little difficult.
Yeah.
So like, what would take you like 35 minutes drive is like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because you're
okay,
just
yeah.
constantly moving in different directions. Bowie's trying to course correct you too.
Yep.
You're both really. You have to take like a 10-minute break to just stop. It's just like Barrett has a smoke.
Yeah, we're just
frustrated,
tired.
yeah.
Yeah, tired and mad.
Fucking ferret is navigating.
Yeah.
How did I end up like
you like
this?
you have like a map in like in your car, like in the corner. You open it up, like come on, point. And Bowie doesn't give a shit. He like, bites the corner of it.
I can't read.
But eventually you're led to like a residential neighborhood in the southwest sort of area of Arcadian Haven, closer to the commercial districts, but closer, I should say, more to the south, where the main road leads out of Arcadian Haven. So you see a lot of like houses, like family homes, and both of you make. I'm sorry, Barrett. Just make an intelligence roll.
My specialty. 17.
The area is familiar to you. You've been here before, when in one of your many "I'm stalking Arabella in town" phases, I should say. However, both of you soon realize that you're driving down the same 4 or 5 roads. Like they're pretty like close to one another, like in close proximity. But every time you go down one and then another, Bowie makes you turn around, and it looks as though even Bowie is lost now. Whatever trail they had, like at some point you stop, and he like goes out the window for a moment and like around the street, and it's just kind of going everywhere he can, like sniffing around, doing whatever, and then just like comes back to you and almost looks dejected, like just. You know, Bowie's a little more animated than like an actual ferret or an actual creature, so the way like it's emoting right now is like almost defeat.
Yeah. This isn't where I expected to be.
No. Seems like he can't pinpoint what he's trying to show us.
I kind of just look around at the houses. I know, like you said, like I might have been here before, but nothing looks like strikingly familiar.
There's no like landmarks, right?
Yeah.
Unless you've personally interacted with any of these buildings.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all just small. There's a lot of like 2-story like family homes, and then there's one street is just full of the single, not like mobile home, but the I think there's a term for them. Like a lot of old people live in communities with these types of homes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're
Single story, like
Mobile home.
yeah, trailer park.
yeah, but it's not trashy, right?
No.
Right,
It's just
yeah,
like that
it's-
single floor. It's
yeah.
still like it
My
has a
sister lives
foundation
in
and
a,
everything.
in a mobile
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
And one road is that. There's like, you see like a couple like an older couple
Mhm.
walking down having a nice late night stroll.
Yeah.
At this point, it's really late, so it's kind of weird, but it's Arcadian Haven, and they feel safe enough
Yeah,
to
it's
do
pushing
so.
11 o'clock. Right
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm just gonna with my night vision movie ticket.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
What a strange string of words.
I know. I'm just gonna
vision
do
movie ticket.
an investigate, just around the general
Do it.
area that Bowie's in.
like
Just,
going-
just looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
Looks
I
like
see?
paper up close.
Not high. 12.
You do notice. Make a perception roll now. I'll give you the option for that.
25.
So with your investigate roll, you kind of slow down a bit. Maybe you and Jordan split up, just on separate directions of the road. Just hey, just look around, whatever.
Looking for weird objects lying on the ground, ripples in space,
Yeah,
what we see with Umbras.
You're
usually.
slow and you're walking slow enough. And with your perception roll, you do hear what seems to be raised voices. It's muffled, and it's coming from a house one house down.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it's a 2-story. It's more like condensed house with you can see the front. The grass has long since been dying. Not a lot of lawn upkeep. There's a small fence, wired fence in front, which used to have a gate open, but it looks like the gate was open inward at some point and then broke, so it's just hanging down.
Mm-hmm.
The house itself isn't crappy or anything. It's actually a pretty decent home.
Yeah.
You see a light on the side, what looks to be maybe a bedroom, and then out front there's a large window next to 2 steps leading to the front door,
Yeah.
and that light is on, but curtains are drawn.
Okay.
And you hear yelling, and you swear that one of the voices sounds familiar, but you can't quite pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You hear that yelling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he makes you aware, you do
Yeah.
definitely.
I think it's coming from that house over there. It could just be a family arguing, but maybe we should check it out.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's nothing useful, it'll be interesting.
All right, yeah, let's just
Wanna
go.
eavesdrop on some arguments.
Let's get closer. I'm just gonna walk towards the house.
Yeah. Yeah, you can approach it, no problem.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go to the front door.
Okay.
Bold.
Okay. Yeah. Are you knocking? You're listening? What are you doing?
I'll listen for a second.
Even
Yeah.
Jordan's what are you doing?
Make another perception roll.
On the side of the house, next to a bush, come here. What the
20 total.
Dude, what the?
You're gonna blow it.
What are you doing?
Always next to you,
Yeah, even Bowie's
dude, come on. What was it?
20 total.
20 total?
Yeah.
Tails said the stream froze.
Stream froze? Oh, the stream did freeze.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
we
no.
froze.
Oh, we froze.
We
Okay.
froze.
Froze
Colby did.
Again.
Yeah.
This bullshit.
Our camera froze.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's so weird that we freeze and
I
they
know.
don't. God, the suspense is gonna kill me. Who's in the house?
The
Who's
world
the
may never
familiar
know.
voice?
It's your mom.
Walked right into that one.
Barrett's mom.
It's been years.
Never call. Yeah, mom. I'm a mercenary who kills people for hire.
Oh, honey.
That joke gets funnier every time you tell it.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on, give us a second.
That was driving me insane, dude.
This damn camera.
I know.
This
I
dang
think
camera.
it's sometimes it's something to do with the USB port or something. Not the port, but where it's plugged in or something, or reaching anything. I don't know.
Is it just not even on right now?
I think you shut it off. We'll be back momentarily after this. After this
short break.
Yeah, after this short break. After this word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm a sponsor, and I want to sponsor insert name.
Raid Shadow Legend.
Hi, I'm Burger King, and we want to sponsor you with Whopper Wednesdays.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're back.
Ew, Burger King's nasty, dude.
Hey, there we are.
Alright. Thank you, chat, as always.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Always got our backs.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that a lot. I facepalm real hard with us, but
now you gotta give you a second because I lost my place in the damn notes.
That's fine.
who's in the house?
The house is gone. It's kind of like I don't like this anymore. The whole thing's ruined.
Yeah. Bowie led you to the ocean. You drowned.
Yeah.
Led you to the
Led you to the squid belly.
Shut the fuck up.
This is where we find the hat.
Everyone just shut up.
You know, if you look really close, the lake kind of reminds you of a squid belly, doesn't it?
All right, we're in. What was your number?
20. I'm at the front door.
Perception. So with a perception check like that,
like-
you can tell that.
Who are you, Hulk Hogan?
So you still can't really make out the details of the conversation. However, you soon start to realize that the voices being carried aren't coming from downstairs, but it's coming. You can hear layers of walls, and it's the fact that it's even more not more difficult, but it's still difficult to hear.
Yeah.
You can ascertain that they might be upstairs.
Okay.
But you can't really be certain about anything, really.
Okay. I'm gonna put my finger to the doorbell and look back at you.
What are you doing?
Should I?
Excuse me.
Why?
Sounds like someone might be in trouble. And also, Bowie wants us over here. This must be something. Maybe this is what we're looking for. Also, one of those voices sounds familiar, but I can't pinpoint it.
Familiar how?
Just feel like I've heard that person before. I can't tell who it is. It's like a vague recollection. Maybe it's just someone from town. I don't know.
Well, it can't be any worse than fighting an angel.
We'll just be friendly neighbors.
Half the people in town know me. I don't live over here. And you stick out like a sore thumb.
We were going for a walk.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
I've been lying to these people for like a year.
Good play.
Jordan stifles a laugh.
When you say it like that.
Yeah, I mean, a little on the nose with that, but I mean, you're right.
Let's make sure they're okay. Let's ring the doorbell.
Ding dong.
If they answer, I'll talk.
Yeah, the yelling stops.
Mm-hmm.
The door opens, and you see, in front of you is a woman. You've seen her before. She's got black hair, tied back right now. She's in what looks to be like a business attire, just like high-waisted pants over here, a dress coat and everything. Looks like she maybe just got home. You see crow's feet on the eyes. You see Deandra Hart, the realtor, and mother of a certain pair of kids that you know. She opens the door and says, "Hi, yes, can I help you?"
Hi, Miss Hark. We were just passing through, walking down the street, and we heard loud noises coming from your house. We just wanted to check in and make sure you guys were okay.
You see her immediately blush, and it becomes evident that Deandra Hart is not an older woman, but through whatever circumstance has those qualities of someone who has lived maybe a longer life than they should have at this point, right? And a wave of exhaustion kind of hits her in that moment, and above all else, you don't even need an insight roll. Embarrassment.
Yeah.
She says,
Fucking kids.
"Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Laura's just been at the. I'm sorry. I'll stop right away. I'll quiet down."
It's okay. I understand. Kids are kids. They're loud and crazy and...
Yeah. You have any?
At one time.
Yeah, well, they can be a handful, but we love them.
Yeah.
And you are I've seen you around, but
Jordan Teller.
Teller.
I worked over at the compound.
Oh yes, and I think I've seen you at the bar a couple times. I haven't said hello though.
Yeah.
Yes, and you are.
Barrett Stayer, just friend of Jordan's.
You look familiar, but I don't think I've seen you around.
I'm kind of new in town.
Yeah, we were heading back from the bar. Actually, we were just taking a drive.
Remember?
Yeah, you're saying this, and she's just looking at Barrett.
Yeah.
You.
Let's look back at it. You okay?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We just wanted to make sure you were okay.
That's very, very sweet
Yeah,
of you. I
the
appreciate
noise
that.
is fine as long as everyone's safe.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I hope you guys have a great night.
Yeah,
Thank you again.
You too.
Yeah.
We'll take our leave.
I don't know. Guess they're fine.
I guess so.
Kind of look back towards where Bowie was.
He's not there. He's at your feet.
Oh.
And he's looking at the door.
Could this somehow be a thing?
What gives, Bowie? What's up?
He looks down. He looks up at you guys.
I mean,
Back at the door, and then plops down the stairs and just starts walking towards the sidewalk.
I mean, he didn't run in when she opened the door, so.
I don't know how we would have explained that.
Yeah.
It was a wild ferret.
I mean, I guess it's getting late. You want to just go home and sleep? I mean, she's probably. I feel like there's too much unfinished to just leave it at this tonight, but.
Well, what do we do at this point?
I don't know.
If-
We might just have to get a few hours of sleep and try again tomorrow.
Yeah. I gotta go get my truck.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Where'd
Yeah.
you leave it?
Back at the lake.
We just see an army of raccoons on it.
Yeah, it's back at the lake because that's where I followed Lewis to because he threw your gun into the water.
Right.
Damn, that started like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah, it feels so long ago. All right, you need a lift, I guess.
I'd appreciate it.
All right, let's go. Back to the car.
Yeah, Bowie goes into the back seat this time. He's in the middle. He's
Yeah.
and you can drive, recover a truck.
Yep, we'll just go back to the lake, get the truck, and
Yep.
split up for the night, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I don't know. I'll check in with you in the morning. I don't think I have a job anymore.
Well, I still don't have a phone, so.
I guess I'll drop by.
All right. I wake up early, so just come over whenever.
Okay. Thanks for the lift.
Yeah, no problem.
I could have flew, but I mean,
I forgot. Why didn't you just fly? I forgot you could fly.
I don't know. I get lonely.
All right, get out of my car.
Bye, Barrett.
Yeah, bye. I'll just head back home.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, hop in my truck and head back home.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess I'll keep Bowie for the night.
Sure. Whoever wants Bowie.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Barrett, when you get home, your little mailbox has like a little red flag up on it.
As soon as I see it, I stop. I just look at it. That is not something that happens.
Fucking Kill Bill siren.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna, like, very suspiciously, like, slowly walk over to the mailbox.
Yep.
Where could it be? Where could it be?
Yeah, we just see like tunnel vision as everything goes dark around.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I get close enough, I'm like, I'm gonna open it so I'm not standing in front of it, like, slowly open it.
Yeah, you open it and nothing explodes.
Yeah, I'm looking.
There's a cell phone. It's yours.
Wow.
I take it out. As soon as I take it out, I'm looking it over. Like,
Yeah.
take the case off, like,
Yeah,
like for
absolutely.
anything.
We can investigate roll.
I can't call anyone with this phone.
Natural one.
Wow.
You drop it, smack it.
It's broken.
Yeah, you drop it,
Spider
and you
web.
have like you have a crack on your screen now.
Son of a bitch.
But it seems okay.
All right, yeah, I take it. I look through. I see if my contacts are the same. Like,
Yeah. And there's about what kind of dice?
oh yeah.
No.
Who do you think you are?
It'd be nice, right? You have 63 missed calls.
Holy fuck.
From who?
You don't recognize the number.
Is it all the same number?
Yes.
I'm gonna think hard on it for like 5 minutes. I'll call it back. Call back the number.
Yeah, it's half a ring.
Yeah.
Boom, and here, Barry Boy, you finally returned my calls.
You had my phone.
I know.
What a douchebag.
Amazing. I know.
You know, I just missed you so much. How long has it been?
Couple days, maybe.
How you doing?
I've been better.
Heard about the new orders, Barry Boy. Are you excited as I am?
Sure. A lot less dangerous, I guess.
Oh, I don't know about that. If you can't, hear me, I'm feeling up my neck right now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he did attack you, so it makes sense.
This is, Well, how do we want to do it? I just some ideas ringing around in my head.
You're the higher up, you tell me.
That's what I like to hear, Barry Boy. That's what I like to hear. Saturday. I think Saturday's the day.
I like my phone. What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
That gives us time to prep, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You let me take care of everything, Barry Boy. You've had a stressful day, I hear.
Quite, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, you take care of it, and then you let me know the plan, all right?
Sounds good. Well, make sure you keep in touch.
Tell you what, I'll text you.
You'll text me?
I'll even use an emoji.
You hear like a squeal? Sounds good. All right. Well, I'll talk to you then. I
Yep.
mean, text you.
Will do, yep.
Put the phone in your pocket.
Take it out.
The text message from that number. And it's just like a okay emoji. Then like the eyes.
I'll text him back. No, I won't do that. I'll just send back like a thumbs up.
Okay.
Like one of the enlarged thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'll put my phone away and just go inside.
Okay. Doing anything tonight, Jordan?
That's a good question. No.
That's what I'm doing.
Jordan's going to go back home, and
I love that you told Angelica to meet up with you guys and you both dipped.
well, she's gonna show up at his house.
Yes, you're told to go to my house.
He's gonna have a late night visitor. In a nun costume.
Chloe, she's like,
He's gonna confess his sins.
Hello. Everyone home.
No, Jordan's gonna go home. He's not going to sleep very well, if at all.
okay.
just kind of mulling over everything that happened, trying to wrap his head around
Yeah, I mean,
the whole situation.
I think that we have like this image of Jordan in bed, like covers are over him, like tossing and turning, and we just see these like horrific, shaky images, or like this playing out of Brother Lewis like being bisected, and of Arabella with the wings coming out, just playing in this chaotic order, the turning hallway, the warped hallway, Mother Adele, and you just can't get more than 45 minutes, an hour's worth of sleep at a time.
I feel like as he like starts to like drift off, it's like memories of that mixed with like memories of the crash, mixed with memories of New York, with just everything, like super powered situations are just like weighing heavily on him and freaking him out.
And I think what ends up happening is you're having these images, everything is playing around, and you have this distinct, almost surreal moment. You realize this when in the morning, kind of thinking it over your night. You could have sworn you picked up your phone, and in your phone you heard something. You heard a voice vaguely along the lines saying something like, better be fine. You'll be all right. You gotta be. And not really like, and you look at your phone.
Yeah.
And
check,
there's
like, missed calls or
no
anything like
call
that.
history, nothing like that.
Weird.
Do you sleep with the sandwich?
Like, I was eating it and I just got too tired and fell asleep and it was next to me.
You're like,
So, the next morning, Arabella.
yes. Really slept like a rock.
I'm so glad nothing happened yesterday.
You awaken in your room. Bright
bushy
sunlight bleeding through the shades. You're you feel exhausted even when you wake up. Your muscles hurt.
Excuse me.
And yeah, your muscles feel like a very bad workout, or good workout, I should say. Everything looks clean and nice and orderly as it always is in your room.
I'm gonna wake up and just like stretch and try to get rid of some soreness. I'm gonna look out the window. Which way would it be facing, like towards or?
We never specifically said which room. I always pictured it facing inwards of the compound. So think of like the horseshoe shape,
Right. Okay.
where all the buildings are set up. With, if you're looking at it from aerial view, the horse shape, on the left side of the horseshoe is like where the dorm building is, and you're facing inside, so you can see the other two buildings, the front of the, basically the square, I should say. Whereas Olivia's room was always on the opposite side, where it's facing outward.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you're looking down into the, like, in front of the faculty building, and
Yeah, I still I want to look out the window to see if I see like anyone up or around.
yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people walking around. So many people, in fact, that you wonder, like, you looked at a clock, an old analog clock in your room, and you see that it's pretty late. It's like 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once I see the time, I kind of get myself dressed quickly, and I'm gonna try. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to go. I'm gonna look for Olivia first.
Okay.
Oh my god, that fucking girl.
Make a perception roll. Or investigate, whatever you prefer.
It's both bad. 7.
A lot of people around doing their thing. You asked around, and Olivia is probably the most difficult person to
Right.
track here
Right.
because she's never where she's supposed to be. But you're kind of on a goose chase for like 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I think Olivia was in the kitchen. Like, no. Mm-mm. Like, I think she was the garden. No.
All right.
No whiz.
Yeah, after I can't find Olivia, I'm gonna... I guess I'll go try to see Mother Adele.
Okay.
Or try to find her.
Much easier person to find within the compound. She, I think she's in the front office, the faculty building. Because it would be if this was an actual school. It's kind of like where you would check in to get like a visitor badge or something. But in here, the order uses it to keep a lot of like paper records, certain things, like certain dates and everything. It helps when they're gardening and all the supplies that they have to keep and everything. It's a lot of bookkeeping stuff. She's in there with Sister Miriam.
I take a big breath. I'm like, okay. And I take a step forward and I go up to her. I'm like, Mother Adele?
Yeah, she looks up, looking at like this journal. And, oh, child. Closes the book. Puts it to the side. How are you feeling?
Sore.
I imagine so. I also imagine you wish to talk.
I just nod.
Sister Miriam, and she says, oh, don't worry, dearie, go ahead, go off. I can handle things from here. And she puts a hand on your back and starts guiding you out for a walk, taking you outside.
You could tell, like, she's very nervous. She's, like, fidgeting with, like, her hair or, like, her clothes, just, like, kind of not sure what to say or how to even say anything.
Yeah. She says, she doesn't say anything for quite a while. You're both just kind of walking in this tense silence. It's a gorgeous day out. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. It's pretty warm, even though it's almost October right now.
September 29th or 30th. Because
Now it's the 31st.
Yeah.
If there is. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it was the
September.
29th
Actually, it's
yesterday.
the 30th.
That's what
It
you
is
said.
the 31st.
What? But it was the 29th yesterday.
No, Wednesday was the 30th.
It's 30. We had this conversation
We
last
did.
time.
And you still didn't write it down, right?
All that. Why?
Look at the real calendar. So, yeah, and you're walking through here in the sunlight, kind of basking in it. And finally, she speaks up. Says, I'm sorry for the lies, Arabella.
No, you're not.
How long did you know?
Since I've known you.
Why didn't you tell me?
When my mother and I found you, all those years ago, it was a dark moment. There was a lot of death. And we wish to spare you of that. I also want to spare you this music. That is a little too happy-go-lucky for this conversation.
Sure.
Who's playing that music in my head?
That's your true power.
Get out of my head.
My mother and I thought that keeping such a terrible moment from you would help you grow. Or rather, poor choice of words. Experiencing what you have, it can stunt one's growth. And it wasn't your fault. But we both know you are someone who tends to inherit a lot of guilt.
Do you know why it happens?
I'm afraid I don't. I've tried to learn, but I realized quickly that attempting to understand what you're going through risks invoking it. Which is, as you might know by now, is quite dangerous.
I really wish you had told me earlier. I mean, maybe I could have helped. I could have done something or got some kind of control.
I was afraid. I was afraid that the more you knew, the more you would want to pursue this knowledge. You're in every right to do so, but I just didn't want to lose you.
You know I would never mean to hurt anybody, right?
She grabs your hand and just start holding your hand as you're walking. She says, I trust you heart and soul, Arabella. But that is something else. That is pure sin that is inside you.
How come, I mean, even when you knew, when I was young, why did you decide to take me in with everything I'd done?
We at the convent, my mother, myself, everyone here, we have a responsibility to the world. And if we knew that there was even a chance that we could stop what happened from happening again, we had to take that responsibility. And it's dangerous, but I have to admit it's well worth the risk.
She, smiles, but, kind of tries to hide it because she's still mad.
She just squeezes your hand. She says, even I couldn't have imagined the wonderful woman you've become. Despite that sin.
I meant to ask earlier, but is Brother Lewis alright?
You will not see Brother Lewis for a couple days as he recovers. But he is well. And he is happy that you are well. Brother Lewis does a lot for us here.
More than I thought, I guess.
Yes.
I know you know about whatever happens to me, but do you think I could try to help Brother Lewis? I can do other things, I think.
I know you can, child. For all of that sin that you carry, you also carry a blessing. But Brother Lewis, well, he's recovering with his own faith. And we cannot disturb that.
I just pictured him in a full body cast, like, oh,
This
Yeah.
sucks.
He was like stapled his legs. Yeah.
like, God, kill me, please.
I have faith that someone put a sniper out in my head again.
Barrett's watching from his scope in the window, like, I see you, motherfucker.
What happened to Barrett and Jordan?
They vacated the premise. Unfortunately. But I trust that they'll be backed in some way, though I hope not.
Do you know why other people know about me? Has this always happened?
There have been wandering eyes. Yes. We have kept you safe. And we have kept that sin within you away from others. And I'm sorry you have to hear this, but Mr. Teller and Mr. Stair, for a reason I can't fully comprehend, they want that. They want that sin.
This just is a lot, I guess.
Of course. Of course. It's a lot for anyone. This isn't normal. By any means.
Could have fooled me for a while. Guess you did.
You are innocent in many ways. And that's good. It's precious, and it's something that you should hold on to. But there will be some individuals who will want to take advantage of that.
Is it okay if I just rest today?
Of course. Though I would stop at the cafeteria first. There's a gift for you there.
Oh. Okay, from who?
You'll see.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for your forgiveness.
Well, you brought me in knowing, so... And you raised me.
And I haven't regretted it a single day in my life.
She just kind of like gives her a short hug.
Yeah. She kind of like, when you try and break her away, like, just hugs you a little longer. Just like squeezes you.
Mm-hmm.
And then lets go. Go on.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course.
She just kind of walks back.
Mm-hmm.
And goes to the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. You talk to one of the nuns there.
Mm-hmm.
They point you to the big refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And you open it, and you see like a small basket of chocolate dipped pretzels onto there, with a little note. It says, like in kind of like bad handwriting, it says sorry, and then BL.
Sorry, I beat you up and you turned into a demon. My bee.
She just kind of laughs and like takes them out, and she brings them up to her room.
Okay.
Place is fucking dysfunctional.
Barrett, Jordan. Whichever one of you wants to wake up first.
What time do you wake up? 4:30?
Wake up.
It's pretty early. Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm just my old routine: just wake up, sit up in bed, look around the room, look at my stuffed bird on the windowsill. Just pick it up. Morning. Put it back down. Slick my hair back. Grab a sandwich from the fridge.
Smoke it like a cigarette.
Yeah, smoke it like a
Roll up the
cigarette.
sandwich.
Yeah,
Cigarette in the sandwich.
Eat the cigarette, smoke the sandwich.
open my closet that has like 20 suits in it. Pick one that looks
All
exactly the same
nice,
as it.
nicely pressed, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take one, put it on, grab my gun, my suitcase, and head out.
Okay. Where are you going?
Compound.
Okay.
He just doesn't learn.
Jordan, what are you doing?
After a night of not sleeping very well.
Yeah. Make a stamina roll for me.
Sure. Yeah. 5.
Suffer a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You're fatigued.
Uno fatigo. Jordan wakes up and he gets this weird sense that somebody was like talking to him on the phone while he was having these weird traumatic dreams, and doesn't find anything but starts to kind of flip through his contacts, cycles through people.
You're not cycling for long.
Yeah, no, there's not many people.
Yeah.
Stops and hovers over James for a minute, thinking about what he recalls hearing, and thinking maybe James called him and tried to coax him into like visiting or letting him visit or giving him another motivational speech over the phone about carrying on and finding reasons to live and shit, and kind of smirks but shrugs and keeps going down the list, and then comes across Natalie and hovers over that one for a minute and thinks about the situation he was just in with Arabella at the compound and everything, and thinks like, if Sales were to go after anybody right now, it would be Arabella after how loud of an event kind of just went on. So he thinks that she might be fine for now, and closes his phone and thinks for a minute, and then remembers that Sales still has Barrett's phone, and just to see what happens, he flips back up to Barrett and gives it a call.
All right. So because Barrett woke up earlier, to do a little thing with him first,
Sure.
leading into that.
Okay.
Yeah, Barrett. So you park far away and take your usual trek.
Yep.
To the spot.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up to my spot, and from my case, I'm just gonna take out my scope and just kind of look down at the compound. Just look it over. Like, does it look like back to normal? Is pretty much what I'm.
Oh yeah. There's no there's every like hole in the ground that was made from all the impacts and everything there has been dug.
Yeah.
Dug through. Every patch of grass that was uprooted, everything like that. They're just going over again. Everybody, it's just they're fixing it.
And I see just people.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the scope down. Oh well. I'm gonna get down on one knee and start filling in those rivets that were left in the ground from my sniper.
Yeah.
It's kind of covering those up.
Okay.
And then I'll just stand up and I'm gonna go back home.
Okay. A day off for Barrett.
Yeah. Yeah.
This doesn't ever happen.
Yeah, I mean, when you arrive home, because you got there pretty early, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Finally, you get out of your car.
Yeah.
Rain. Phone
Yeah.
call.
I was taking out my phone anyway,
Yeah.
And then, like, because I was about to do something with my phone, but then, like, as I do,
Yeah.
I see the call coming in.
Yeah, and you see Jordan.
Hello?
Hey, Barrett?
Yeah, did something happen?
Oh, cool. You
Just wondering
have your phone.
I just got
Yeah, I was left in my mailbox last night. The sales dropped it off, I guess.
Huh, interesting. Considerate of him, I guess. That's kind of cool now that you have your phone again. I don't know. I had a weird night, and
Yeah, we both did.
yeah, no, I mean like after. Yeah, no, that's
Hope you're
cool
all
that you have your phone. I don't know. I had a weird thought about sales, and I remembered he had your phone, so I kind of wanted to see who picked up.
Oh, well, yep, I got it.
Well, I'm glad, I guess.
You okay?
I guess. I don't know. Is he still in town?
I think so. I don't know where. I haven't seen him since a few days ago.
He must be watching the compound, right? After everything that happened?
I just went over there. He wasn't there.
No?
I didn't see him, at least.
Weird. Any sign of Arabella?
No, but it looks like things back there are normal. Trying to cover it up.
Sounds just like them. What are you getting into today?
I don't really know. I think I'm just gonna kind of sit around and wait for something to happen. That seems to be, Wait, didn't we... No, never mind.
What?
Didn't we tell Angelica to come to my house? She never showed up.
Yeah, last night we were all supposed to meet there. She must have gotten tied up with the whole demon situation.
Maybe she showed up before we got here. I didn't see her.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I'm just kind of ferret sitting today.
Lucky you. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make some calls and lay low for now, I guess.
It's probably a good idea. We don't really know what's gonna happen next with Arabella and sales, and everyone's still kind of hanging around.
Right. Well, if you need me, let me know.
All right, yeah, same. I have my phone, so just give me a call.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay then.
This is a little awkward.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up now. Bye.
Yeah.
Just hang
No,
up.
you say bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bye.
I looked down at my phone. I'm like, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna open my the phone app and just like start dialing a number that's like
Okay.
not in my contacts.
Okay.
I want to call my ex-wife.
What?
Oh, oh.
What?
Okay.
Hope he wasn't ready for this one, boy.
What?
I don't have her number in my phone, but like I know her number.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call her and see what happens.
Okay.
That's what I did when I called you.
Yeah.
Will this conversation be just as awkward?
I hope so.
Ring. 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 You've reached the voicemail of 4, 5, 5. It's not available. At the tone, leave a message.
And I hang up. Okay. I'm just gonna put my phone away.
Ring, 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 ring. Phone call. Phone call.
Oh my god.
Please don't. I'm gonna
It's-
look at it.
The number you just dialed.
I answer it.
It's sales. He's going after your wife.
You hear, Mr. Stare,
Yep.
might we ask the reason for this sudden contact?
Sometimes you just want to hear someone's voice.
I see. Mr. Stare, perhaps you should be more focused on your new objective rather than the idle voices of those gone from your life.
Well, I just talked to Jordan, so I can do both.
Anything else, Mr. Stare?
No, that's it.
Very good. Click.
Just pull my phone back in my pocket. I was gonna sit on my bed just for a minute, just like
Yeah.
looking at Bowie.
Yeah, he's like
It's like you're grounded.
he's like playing on like in front of you with like a sandwich wrapper you've
At least you're having a good day, bud.
goes to your fridge,
Yeah.
scratches at it.
Yeah. Right, that's all I want to do.
Anything else anybody wants to do for the day?
I do.
Arabella?
I'm going to.
Nuns with guns. Part 3.
I'll show you sin.
She's just the Doomslayer.
There's a
now.
new sister in town.
What if every time you gave us PowerPoints, Arabella was secretly putting it into like just an arsenal?
That would be hilarious.
I would love that. Opens up your bureau and there's just
You don't know.
guns.
Yeah.
But Peter Bastions has been getting you weapons this whole time.
He's your supply guy.
Yeah.
He said, what's his name? The dude who supplies Batman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like
fucking
Morgan
Morgan Freeman.
Right.
I'm going to call Jordan.
Okay. About what time is this? Late at night or just during the day?
Probably in the evening.
Okay, it's like 5 o'clock-ish.
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring. Everyone has the same ringtone. Ringtone. Ring, ring, ring.
Wow. Hello,
Hey, Jordan?
Arabella.
Lucius Fox, that was it.
Hi.
That's a badass name.
Are you okay?
I guess. Are you?
I mean, I guess.
Listen, I know things are messed up and everything, and last night kind of was not great.
Look, if you're afraid like I've got something against you, I don't. It's not you. That thing isn't you. I understand that.
It's something else. Everything kind of happened quickly last night.
Yeah.
But before that,
The break-in?
no, if I tell you what happened, you can't be mad.
I mean, you can't. I can't guarantee that kind of thing. I mean,
You have to.
My reaction is going to be my reaction, regardless of what happens or what you tell me.
Well,
But I suppose I can withhold judgment until the end.
good, because it turned out fine. Better than what happened last night.
What
But
the hell did you do now?
I talked to Mr. Sales.
What?
I spoke with Mr. Sales. I met him at the arcade
When?
yesterday.
Before all
Yes.
hell broke loose?
Yeah.
Literally?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us?
Well, I'm still
he could have
pretty
killed you.
angry.
I should have fucking killed him when I had the chance.
Well, everything, and I would like not to speak to Barrett right now. But there are other things going on, and we still have issues.
Yeah.
The Umbra and everything.
Yeah. Barrett and I kind of tried to look into that a little bit more last night, but we didn't really. It didn't lead to anything useful. What did Sales tell you?
he gave me some information. I need to know that... I mean, you spend more time with Barrett than I do.
Not by choice.
Regardless. Is he really trying to kill people here?
Look, I mean... No. I mean, yeah, but no. He, Look, you know why he's here. He's here for you. He's here because of you. It's everything we told you. We've only told you the truth the whole time. It's just that thing inside you is what he's after. It's not so much you. You're just a victim of circumstance. But
So then
he's...
working together is not really going to be too great, huh?
I mean, I don't know. We've done okay so far. He doesn't want to kill you.
I didn't really get that impression.
I mean, aside from, you know, here and there. But, like, I don't know, we had an interesting conversation with a handful of other people around town, and, like, it's funny how so many of us all kind of have your best interests at heart. Like, you have a lot of people looking out for you here, more than you realize.
Then I really think that we should get rid of Mr. Sales.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I don't know what would have happened. It definitely could have gone awry. Raj actually helped me. I had spoken to him.
With Sale?
Yes.
He met you? He met you when you were with Sales?
Yes.
How the hell did that go?
Well, it stopped anything bad from happening, so... better than I thought it would. Everything is messed up and I don't know who to trust. And as angry as I am, there are important things that are happening in town and I don't want any more people to get hurt.
I get that, and I agree.
So maybe pass the message on to Barrett, and if we can talk and figure something out, then that would be great. As soon as possible.
Something out about Sales?
And about the Umbra.
Honestly, I'm not concerned about the Umbra until we get rid of him.
He's an obstacle. He has a lot of information, and I have a feeling he knows how to use that against people.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
But anyway, just talk to Barrett for me, please. I'm glad you're okay. Even though I'm still mad at you.
Yeah, same, kid. To both. You kind of kicked my ass last night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Alright then.
But next time I talk to Barrett, I'll let him know. You tell me if you see Sales again.
I will let you know.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Barrett,
Mm-hmm.
you'll receive a text from Mr. Sales.
Mm-hmm.
And you see just like a whole line of texts he's given you throughout
Yep.
the day,
Yep.
just like random emojis,
Yep.
what's up, bud? You know, stuff like that.
He has a paragraph to tell me, but each like 2 words is a separate text.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like
Commit
there's
out
like
of order.
yeah, there's like a string of text where like it's a bunch of like almost every other letter is messed up, and you just say, "Oh, sorry, these fat fucking thumbs."
Oh my god.
And the newest text, no emojis or anything. It's just an address with a time and the day. So it's Saturday.
Yeah.
You see the address listed onto there, and it's like 11 p.m.
Okay.
And another text comes in. It just says, "Invite the man of the hour."
Okay. Can I like Google the address to like see
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
it is?
You know, like Google Maps it. You see when you Google it, like it's not like a business or anything
Yeah.
over there. But if you look in on satellite view, whatever, you look down, and you see it's a about a 4-story tall bank or big office complex that was never finished. Kind of located in that the cinema area, that huge industrial like portion where the city or where Arcadian Haven was supposed to expand.
Yep.
But it was cut off. The first floor was complete. You can see in there, but you can see all of like the steel girders and all the iron, and all like the skeleton of a building.
Yeah.
Up front there.
Okay. Yeah, I just respond back with a thumbs up.
Okay. A heart. And then another like, want to watch a movie later? And then like
I don't respond. I do not respond to that.
Okay.
The puppy eyes.
No way.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god.
And like you just when you don't respond, you just keep getting texts
Yeah.
of like, "Come on, I rented a VHS. Did you really even have those anymore? I love them, you know. Can't beat the
Nope,
classics.
I'm not.
Hang out with me.
I got popcorn.
I'm not.
Amazing.
Nope.
I ate the popcorn.
I miss you.
yeah.
I'm gonna take my briefcase and go for a drive.
Nice.
I'm gonna loop like towards the compound and then back towards town.
Okay.
Just like kind of drive around. Just
Yeah.
checking it out.
Yeah, I mean everything's pretty normal. I mean, depends how close you're getting.
I'm not getting super close. I don't want anyone to see me,
Yeah.
but I'm just scoping it out like
Yeah.
I do.
Green Bowie or
Yeah. I don't want to leave him alone. Yeah.
Bowie's like in your like armrest compartment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He like makes you leave it open, and he's just like resting inside.
Amazing. Yeah, and I'll go to town. I'll grab a couple sandwiches. I'll just kind of hang out. I want as I'm driving around, I do want to, even though I probably won't, I want to look for Jordan.
Like in town?
Yeah,
At
or
his
like his
house,
truck.
or-
Just as I'm driving around town, I don't think I'm gonna go to his house, but as I'm just driving around,
Okay.
it's like
So I guess that says Jordan. Are you going into town at all?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Where are you heading?
I'm gonna drop by Natalie's office unannounced.
Natalie's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I had to interrupt.
Attaboy.
So, yeah, I mean, you arrive in front of her house. What do you do? Not knocking. Ding dong, ding dong.
Office, not the house.
Office. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing there.
Weird.
You know.
Operating hours.
Yeah. You tell her to leave.
Weird.
Whether she did or not is, I'm not sure.
Jordan's gonna try to give her a call.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. The number you're trying to reach. No. Oh no.
That's
No, that's wrong.
that's mad ominous.
No,
okay.
I just forgot about that. You've reached a voicemail. Natalie. And yeah, all that. Leave a message. Fuck off.
It just hangs up.
Don't call me back.
On that note, yeah, now he's gonna fly to our house. Well, drive.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Gotta play cool.
Yep, you arrive at her house and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No answer.
Weird. Is her car there?
Yes.
I'm gonna go around to like the back door. And, like,
Yeah,
open
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you walk around the back over there. There's like a back porch, small porch leading out into the yard. Nice little plot of land over there. You do recall that, you know, her family kind of passed down the house. She inherited it. Yeah, and you see there's like a screen door and then another door behind it.
I'm gonna try to knock on that.
Yeah. Nothing.
Can I see in like the windows?
Made a perception roll.
In a, as least of a creepy way as possible. Investigation?
Yep.
13.
Yeah, you look through and you can vaguely see like a kitchen in there, but it's dark. The glare from like the window, it kind of like doesn't really help, but you know, you look through and
I'm just gonna head over to his car and grab like a receipt and a pen or something and just like write a note real quick.
okay. What are you writing?
Just checking in to see if you're doing good. Call me when you get the chance, Jordan.
Okay.
And he's gonna like throw it like on like the front door.
Thank you for the bits. Ready for the bits.
Thanks for the
Bitch.
bitch.
But yeah. And then I don't know. After that, he's just gonna head to the bar.
Okay. Make me. Both of you roll a d20.
Me too.
Yeah, you're looking for him.
Yeah. Are we gonna run into each other, sir?
Ooh.
13.
15.
13, 15. Just within 1 degree of success. I will say you get into a head-on collision.
What the fuck?
We're both dead.
I think when you get to the bar, like as soon as you show up, driving by down the road, you see a familiar black car.
Alright, as soon as I see his truck, I'm just gonna pull to the side of the road.
Okay.
I'll just get out and walk towards your truck.
I'll just wait.
I'll
I'll stand by your truck. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just waiting.
Eerie. Roll down my window before killing the engine. Killing.
No.
Hey. What's going on, Barrett?
I'm going to take my phone out of my pocket, show it to him, and I'm gonna walk back to my car, put my phone away, walk back to you. Hey, I have new orders.
Yeah.
I hand him a slip of paper with the address on it and the date and time.
Yeah, take it. Like, what's this?
I'm gonna need you to show up there.
I know, I don't mind.
Why?
I have new orders.
It's because I grabbed that motherfucker by the throat, huh?
Probably. Arabella's not on the radar anymore.
I heard from her, by the way.
How's she doing?
She's good. She hung out with your boss yesterday.
What?
That's what I said. I guess he told her a bunch of info about her, about who she is.
Oh, well, apparently, Bleeding Edge thinks that the church has her contained, or something along those lines.
So the tension has shifted, huh?
Seems that way.
Lucky me. She wants to get together sometime.
Yeah, okay. When?
I don't know. She wants to talk about current affairs and what to do next.
Yeah, well, she'll probably be happy that I'm not after her anymore.
We'll see.
Should I pass the word to anybody about this?
You can tell whoever you'd like, just keep it quiet. Obviously, I'm not supposed to be telling you. But I'm gonna be there, Sales will be there, and he's expecting you. So.
To kill me.
That's the plan.
Why are you telling me?
I don't know.
I have a friend in town and I can't get in touch with her.
What's her name?
Natalie. We went to the funeral together.
When's the last time you talked to her?
About 3 days ago. I don't know if it's the right term for the situation, but we kind of broke up.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's okay, I did it. Things are a little too dangerous to be associated with me right now, which is why I'm a little concerned that I can't find her.
Okay. Yeah. Where does she live? Is she in town? Does she live in town?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually dropped by earlier and her car was there, but she didn't answer. So I left it at that. It's probably safer that way.
No, let's go. We're breaking in.
What?
She's probably either dead or gonna die.
I do this all the time, don't worry.
Mr.
Why
Sales
do
is
them all
after you.
Yeah, that's why I told her not to
Yeah.
follow me.
Bleeding Edge goes after connections.
Oh, great. She's my therapist.
Wouldn't be my number one choice, but alright.
I mean, look, we just get along. You know what? Fine, let's go. I don't have to explain myself to you.
Alright.
Bowie goes into your truck.
Yeah.
Just kind of crawls up your window,
I guess you're driving.
claws at your
I guess so.
armrest compartment.
Yeah, I know the way. All right, I head back to Natalie's house.
Okay. Yeah, you both can head there, no problem.
What like time of day is it? Is it like
Probably
midday at this
like-
point?
Yeah, probably early evening.
Yeah, like 6 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
It's after the phone call and everything, so.
Mhm. Alright, any lights on in the house?
Nope.
Super unusual. She's supposed to be at work.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we'll check if she's here.
All right.
Wanna do the honors? And point to the front door.
I guess. I walk over and knock on it again.
Yep. Nothing.
There's a back door too.
Alright, wait here. Let's go around. I'm gonna go around back.
Okay.
It's the back door.
Yeah, easy enough.
I don't knock, I just try to open it.
It's locked.
Yeah, I look in.
You see about the same he did.
Yeah, hello?
Nothing.
I'll walk back to the front. Alright, we gotta break in.
Great. You have a nonchalant way of doing it, Mr. Assassin.
I probably should, huh?
I mean, neighbors are like close proximity.
I'm gonna go to like the windows near the front door and just try to open them.
Make a strength roll.
12.
Lot.
Can I try to like get my knife in there? Just
Yeah,
kinda,
made a dexterity
pry
roll.
it open.
Jordan,
Mm.
did you notice that this is a residential neighborhood? And maybe some people walking by, someone with their dog.
Yeah, I'm
They
not being,
stopped
I'm
to-
not being stealthy.
Like,
yeah,
stop
just-
to look at the two of you.
I'm like, turn to the person with the dog. I'm like, I lost my keys.
Made a deception roll.
It's just a straight 6, baby.
I lost my keys.
Okay.
Hey, man, you don't have to do that. Like,
Uh-huh. And starts walking their dog and they take out their cell phone.
I rolled a 19 for the dexterity.
Or I'm
like
ready.
we gotta hurry up.
Alright.
I just climb in.
Brother Lewis is inside.
Round two.
Yeah.
Full angel form.
We just keep running into each other, don't we, street rat?
God.
All right, you're going in too, or?
Yeah.
As soon as I'm in, I'm just like, Natalie.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Yeah, you yell nothing.
I just start looking around.
Yeah, you so going in the front, you're in like this her living room.
Mm-hmm.
You see there's a fireplace in the corner over there with a lot of photos up top of Natalie and her family. Less so of her, more of her family over there. The fireplace, there's nothing in it. Looks like she doesn't really use it a lot at all, so it's pretty clean, but also just not used. There's 2 sofas. There's no TV in here. It's just 2 sofas facing each other. Over there, you walk over, and there's a staircase leading up from the front door. There's a kitchen towards the back, and then a dining room area, it'd be like a dining room area.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just generally searching, just like
Investigate roll.
around.
Yeah. I'm like following Barrett, but like looking around, like just like taking in the place.
Was it?
9.
Yeah, you're looking.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Nope, she's not over here.
You also made an investigate roll.
Sure. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Opa
Oh.
Gundam.
22.
22. You look under the same pillow and you find Natalie. No,
Hey, there she is.
you scour through the first floor. Bowie's with you too. You're just like crawling into places you really shouldn't be. At some point, in the kitchen, he like somehow gets up into the cupboards as you're opening them. There's like a box of cereal that he like grabs and like pulls out, and cereal spills over the counter. And he starts eating. Yeah, whatever. You start to meet back up with Barrett, and then you look from the inside now. You look at the front door, and something kind of catches your eye, and you walk up, and you see that the handle, like the front door handle, like you grab it and you like shake it for a minute. It's loose, as if like broken at some point. It's still functional, but like whether it's from wear and tear, that she just doesn't keep up with maintenance, or something else, you don't know.
I don't see her anywhere.
Yeah, me either. This is weird.
Yeah, unless she's out with someone, didn't take her car, then I don't think it's looking good.
Maybe. You don't think like Jordan like pulls out like the address on the page?
There's also the second floor. I don't know if you guys didn't include that in the search. So.
I don't know. There's no way to know.
Just take a quick lap upstairs, and
All right,
if she's not here, we'll chalk it up to being busy.
sure.
I don't want to assume the worst right now.
It's your girl, you know her. After you.
I guess. Head up the stairs.
As you move up, you start to hear a sound from around the corner. You hear a and you step and you hear like a squelch under your foot. And you look down at the top few stairs are soaked.
With what?
Lean down. It's not blood. It's water.
You carefully go up the stairs.
Up through the carpet, squelch through to the side.
Yeah, as I follow him, just like, be careful up here.
Yeah, the sound gets louder.
This is weird.
And you turn to the side to see an open door, like half open, and you see like the corner of a bedpost.
You might not like what you see in there. Just hold your breath.
I push open the door.
Yeah, and you can see, even through the carpet, there's just a puddle of water soaking out and kind of running down. And on the bed, you see like a pair of pants that are now, and onto the side, you just see a bunch of clothes that have been poured out of some sort of luggage case. And next to it is an open door, light off, but the bathtub has been running, and it's completely spilled over.
I like go into the bathroom and like look around. And then just weird.
You do see that the medicine cabinet's open. The sink is covered in some sort of like teal substance. You like run your finger along it, it's like a cream.
Yeah. Turn off the faucet. Somebody's been here, obviously.
Yeah, it looks that way. You told her to get out of town?
No, I just told her to leave me alone for a little while.
It looks like she was packing.
Looks like somebody went through her shit. It's weird.
Can I make an investigate and look for bloodstains or like a sign of a struggle?
Do that.
11.
No blood
Forgot
that
your
you can
black
see.
light at
Nothing
home.
obvious. Yeah. No new clues.
Oh. Maybe someone took her from the bath?
It's not a crazy idea, given the situation. This is still really fucking weird, though.
Well, either way, it looks like she was probably taken. In one way or another. I mean, knowing Mr. Sales, he's not one to play nice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't just kill her.
Honestly, I think I am too. What do? We call the police? What are they gonna do against somebody like him?
And
That's when you say the. You see lights outside, like coming closer.
Oh,
how
looks like
strong
some-
are you?
What do you mean?
How strong are you?
Pretty fucking strong.
Pick me up.
Why?
We gotta get out. You can fly, right?
Fuck. Open the window.
Yeah, just open the bedroom window or the sliding window, whatever's in here.
Alright, come here, lover boy.
Please don't call me that.
I hop out the window, carrying him bridal style. We
Okay.
fly out.
Remember when you made me drive you?
Yeah. You're gonna have to leave your car behind right now.
Yeah,
And I like kind of.
Be your
that's
car.
your car, yeah.
Well, actually, yeah. It's always my fucking car. It's drove for some reason.
Now
No.
my phone's in my car. That's
Shit.
it then.
Bowie's like on. They're also on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With it on your chest.
Alright,
Drop
well.
me off my car.
Alright.
Drop me off at my car. The wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm trying to focus! And I guess I'd fly back towards the bar where his car is sitting in the parking lot where my truck was.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Touchdown.
Well, she's probably with Mr. Sales.
And my truck is parked outside of her house that was just broken into.
Yep, it's gonna look suspicious.
Great.
Well, just remember, Saturday. Be there or be square.
If I'm not arrested, I will try.
I'm sure you won't be arrested for long if you are.
Appreciate the vote of confidence.
Oh, I'm gonna head out.
Alright, try not to kill me before Saturday.
I'll do my best. Let me know what's happening with Arabella.
Yeah, she wants to meet up.
Yeah, just
Should I
text me when, or
Should I tell her about Saturday?
that's up to you.
What do you mean it's up to me? You're the one that's gonna be there.
I-
Would it be wise to invite the girl?
I let you know, so you know what's coming. I mean, it's you're the target. If you want others involved, I mean, she might help, but I don't know what side I'm gonna be on. So,
I'm not telling her.
all right, I'll see you then.
Can't wait.
I'm gonna get in my car, grab my phone, and head out.
Okay. Who's saying Bowie?
can have them.
I have a car, I guess, so I won't get my car.
All right, Bowie's with you.
All right.
You've acquired Bowie.
Yeah. Okay.
What day is it? Thursday?
Correct.
Friday? Thursday?
Thursday.
48 hours remain. My life.
So you said you're flying home or hanging out in the bar?
I just sit at the bar.
That's fair.
I'm gonna drink.
Yeah.
I just want to do one more thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to try to find
Do two things.
Olivia again.
Okay. Make an investigator roll.
Oh, that's much better. 22.
22?
Yeah. Yeah.
You asked around a bit more. Nothing. And you just decide on a whim, I'm just gonna check her room. Open it up. Crack, and you see a figure laying in their bed.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like whisper and I'm like, Olivia? Olivia?
Nothing.
I kind of like open the door a little bit more and like take a step inside. And I just want to like go up and like see if she's asleep or if she's just like whatever she's doing.
Yeah. Her back is to you. You can see like that shaved head side, knowing that it is her.
Mm-hmm.
You step closer. You're like right beside her bed.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem to respond.
Okay. I leave the light on and I just kind of like sit in there for a while with her.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't seem to stir. Not even like toss and turn or anything. Just out.
Every so often I kind of peek over. I kind of move the blanket from her too and like see, I kind of feel her head to see if she has like a fever or if there's anything like if she looks sick.
Yeah, when like the first time you feel her forehead.
Mm-hmm.
No fever or anything. And you're kind of just like looming over her for a second, just looking over. And you hear a
Olivia?
and you could have sworn you left the light on. Seems dark all of a sudden.
I kind of like try to like turn her, like pull her towards me.
Yeah, when you do, you turn, and the face you see is not Olivia. You see the long, sharp teeth, this stretched out face. You see what Arabella has not, but what others have. And you see this demonic visage just look back at you for a moment, scream, and bite at you. And you blink, and it's normal. You see Olivia just resting, tired.
She kind of like stifles like a scream.
Mm-hmm.
And once she's shakily, like when she's like is back in, she like puts the blanket back over her and like immediately like runs to the bathroom to throw up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she just does not leave her room for the rest of the night.
Yeah. All those pretzels coming back up.
What a waste of pretzels.
Sounds rough.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Yeah.
Until the next night?
So I'm gonna sit at the bar for a bit.
I quit.
Yeah. Mowing over everything, thinking about the whole situation, getting pissed off and confused and mad, and steps outside, pays off his tab, gets in his truck, starts going through his phone again, sees Arabella's number and calls her. It's like midnight.
You like flown back to Natalie's place and got your truck.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for? I'm sorry.
Arabella.
Okay, yeah. You gonna call her or?
Mhm.
Yeah, late at night. I'm not sure if you're awake.
What time would it be? Like roughly?
Probably like midnight-ish.
No, I would say normally she wouldn't be, but still kind of like shaken up. She's awake. Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
I saw our friend today. Barrett. Not the other one.
Oh.
That fucking asshole.
What's going on?
I heard some news.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna kill me. It's fucking awesome.
Hold on, what?
Yeah. There's an address even. I got an invitation. It's like a birthday party. My death day party.
Why?
Because,
Do we know?
'cause I choked Sales out, and now he wants to kill me.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would do it.
And yeah, everything is fucking awesome. He kidnapped my therapist, I think, and he's probably gonna kill her too if she hasn't been killed already. And yeah, I don't really know who else to tell about this shit. This fucking sucks. It's like half in the bag. How are you doing? What's going on with you? Any more demons?
You know. Do you know when this is?
Saturday. I got 2 days left. Well, maybe like a day and a half. Well, what day is it now? What the hell was that?
What? I'm sorry.
No, like what?
I lost you for a second.
Saturday. It's Friday now, right? What time is it?
It's Jordan,
Friday.
it's Thursday night. Are you okay right now?
I'm fine. Great. Awesome. Doing fucking wonderful.
Bender. Yeah, fuck it.
How did you do?
I might get arrested tomorrow. That's another thing.
Wait, why? You're throwing a lot of information at me right now.
I got nobody else right now, man.
Should've kept Bowie.
I got nothing and nobody.
Well, thanks for calling me, I guess.
No wife, no kids, no girlfriend. She got kidnapped.
Do you want to meet somewhere? And talk about things?
I mean, I guess. I don't know if it's a great idea.
Well, where are you right now?
Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm outside her house.
Where does she live?
I can text you the address.
Can you actually do that right now?
Yeah, and you're like fumbling with the phone.
So loud.
Oh, I fucked up. Alright, no, it's...
Yep.
Send.
Barrett, you get a text. You're asleep.
Yeah.
Fuck, I sent it to Barrett.
How about you meet me
Forward.
just outside the compound? I know it's not great for you to come in, but we could take a walk.
Oh yeah, and I don't have a job anymore either, because, well, you know that.
Why don't you meet me outside the compound?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Please be safe.
I've been to space. I'm A-okay.
Okay.
The dual rules.
Yeah, so, I'll catch you in a few.
Okay.
And he just throws his phone in his house and he doesn't even hang up, starts the truck and goes.
We
Oh, okay.
keep tapping X.
Do not condone.
Condone drinking
Absolutely
and driving.
not.
Absolutely
Absolutely
not.
not.
Unless you've been to space.
To space
Gives you a
and have
pass.
superpowers.
Make a vehicle check with a minus at least half in the bad, so let's say -2.
-2. I got a 7 in vehicles. I'm
Ah.
gonna cover one eye, so unless you double,
Now
we're
that's a
gonna,
-5.
we're gonna do this.
It's not bad.
13. 18.
You've driven a lot, intoxicated from.
Because Jordan's a piece of shit.
Yeah. So, a few little scares driving off the road at some points.
Terrifying.
Kind of doze off for a second once, but you're pretty good as you.
There's no streetlights in the woods.
Yeah. Makes it even scarier.
Yeah.
But eventually, you're able to make it in the right direction. Arabella.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Sneaking out?
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Make a stealth roll.
Oh no!
Oh god.
That hero point ready.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
you
just
like-
gonna go to the edge of the premises.
Yeah, you like move to shut your door. It's like down the stairs, triple open.
Gee,
All in all,
not very.
Not great.
Not so stealthy.
but you.
She's like
arrive.
still tired and stuff.
Yeah. You're able to go. You have to go quite a bit of ways to feel like you're safely outside, but you see headlights.
Right.
Intoxicated. Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Can you feel that? The family guy.
The hand behind the back, yeah. Oh my god.
Amazing.
We still do not condone drinking and driving at
Yeah.
GTA.
Absolutely
So you meet outside. You kind of walk over to his truck.
Yeah.
Dead of night.
Mm-hmm.
Chilly.
I kind of like knock on his window.
You sober up a tiny bit.
Mm.
Because it's still like a longish drive, right? It's not like a 10 minute. It's like a 25-minute foray. So, but yeah, you.
Hi. You like crank down the window because it's that
Yep.
shitty and old.
I'm like, hi. You look a little disheveled.
I'm fine.
I kind of like touch your head and I'm just like, you're kind of flushed too. How much have you drank tonight?
Enough.
They told you they were gonna come after you now?
No, actually, Barrett gave me an invitation. I said that they want me to go there to kill me, but
Oh.
I can take them. I'm not worried about it.
I
But-
mean, I would be a little worried. Concerned, maybe.
I mean, it's not me that I'm worried about. I should just fucking go there. I should just go there like now and check it out and see what's going on there and like, I don't know, maybe I'll find her there.
Well, definitely not now. And find. I'm sorry, you said your therapist got abducted?
I think so. That chick I was with at the funeral,
I think I'm familiar with her.
her name's Natalie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, like, I've been seeing her for a few months about my shit.
Sure.
And we just kind of have been getting along, so we've been kind of hanging out, and then I fucking throttled sales, and now she's gone. I knew it would fucking happen. I knew it. I told her not to talk to me anymore, and now she's gone.
That's not your fault. I mean, you can't control a
No, but
psychopath.
I know, but I know exactly what's going on here. I know what the fuck he's doing. He's trying to get to me. And it's fucking working. So, if she's dead, I'm gonna fucking rip his head off of his shoulders.
I'm sure she'll be safe. If he was going to do something drastic, I'm sure he would have done it by now. And I know we can find her. I'm sure of it. We've accomplished a lot.
I think I'm gonna go there early. I have to.
Well, maybe not now, anytime soon.
Look, last time I wasn't there when they needed me, and now I have the power to be there.
To be Where exactly? To be vulnerable in a position where they are able to take care of you?
No, for me to take care of them. I've lost people before because I wasn't there.
I'm sorry.
And now I am. And I'm stronger now than I was before. I have to do something.
And we will. But we have to make sure that everybody's safe first, including you.
I'm not worried about me.
I know you're not, but other people could be. Other people are. So keep that in mind when you want to do something rash.
Then what do I do?
We work together. Barrett knows what's going on, and maybe we can throw a wrench in their plans. I kind of think for a second, I have his phone number.
Who? Sales?
Mm-hmm. He gave me a business card.
Why?
You know, in case I wanted to talk to him. I guess.
So you guys went to the arcade and you're friends now?
I wouldn't
Is that what
say
it
that.
is? Did he tell you about this? Tell you anything about her, about me?
He told me what he thought would affect me.
So he's playing games with you too.
It's just what people like him do. But we are stronger than he is. And we have to remember what's worth fighting for. This all has been so confusing and frustrating, and nothing really makes sense anymore.
Nah.
But if we know what's important, then we can accomplish what we need to. We're not exactly a family by any means, or even friends at that matter, but you both have saved my life multiple times despite me. And that means something. And if you did something rash, I would lose that.
Well, I already broke into her house, so I kind of did something rash already. So, yeah, there's that. But I get what you're saying. But I can't sleep tonight without doing anything about this. I feel like my hands are tied, and I don't know where to go from here.
I have an idea, although it might be a dangerous one, but one that could help. We have friends. Hunting friends. And probably we can actually find the police who are not maybe involved. It's gonna be difficult, definitely, but if we can ally with others and make it very obvious about what's going on.
You're talking about putting together an army.
Not so, I wouldn't say that, definitely. Definitely not. But a community willing to protect one another.
I don't know.
It's not the best idea I've ever had, admittedly, but there are other ways that we can deal with this, and my point is, if we work together, we can do it. Can I If you will allow me to use, because I don't think I have it, to use a hero point to de-drunkify him.
Sure, make a healing roll.
Yeah, that's like an alternate effect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Oh no!
You drank too much.
No!
You get to add 10, I believe.
Oh,
Because you're using the hero point.
oh, that's much better.
I think. I'll
Uh,
say, yeah, it's small enough. Okay.
okay. 22.
Now you're more drunk.
I was gonna say, what is that against? Like fortitude or something?
No, it's a heal. So, yeah, you raise out your hands and you catch this faint blue glowing light, and you swear you see in front of you just like a quick glimpse of feathers, platinum feathers, until that haziness, that shady feeling, the heaviness in your body is gone, washed away. No hangover or anything.
Weird.
Well, you gotta get home, and I'm not letting you drive like that.
That was weird.
We're trying
Weird.
out new things.
I don't know what you just did, but I didn't like that at all.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not letting you
drunk.
drive drunk, so you can deal with it. It's not the worst I've done, I guess.
No, but like that was different. Fuck. I just wasted so much fucking money. You owe me like half the tab. Shit.
You can go home now.
Of the machine.
You know, and like there's nothing I can do short of going there and seeing who's there and taking him out. I mean, like, you sucked this out of my system and now my walls are up again. I don't know why I told you any of that. I don't have anybody else I can tell about anything. Nobody else knows.
Well, that's why I waited. And now, when you're sober, you can talk to me. I mean, if anything, that's my specialty. Listening.
I've been here before. I've been in a situation like this before, except I was too late.
You know, I can say that I've been in the same situation multiple times. I just didn't know it. You did, but we're still in the same place we are right now. Life has a weird way of doing what it wants, whether it's good or bad, and we just do our best with what comes. And that's all that is important, is just doing what's best right now, despite doing the same thing over and over again.
I wasn't gonna tell you about any of this, but
That doesn't surprise me.
part of me didn't want you to know because I knew you were already in touch with sales. The other part of me didn't want you to get wrapped up in my bullshit.
It's
This is my problem.
all of our problem. You know, everything that's been going on recently, I could have killed you. And I didn't even know it.
It's not you. It wasn't you.
It belongs with me. But despite that, I still choose to do good. And we all could do that. And it's not you putting any pressure or bringing anything into any other situation, bringing people into things. It's just, it happens. cross paths with somebody and it's a whole butterfly effect.
Yeah.
So, get some sleep tonight. Try to stay out of trouble. And we will talk about it tomorrow. About how to keep you safe and how to keep everybody else safe.
I want to go there. I want to go there early. I want to go there during the day.
We can together.
Because she's not home. I don't know where Sales is staying. But I think wherever he is, she might be. And if they're posted up at this fucking place, waiting for me to show up, I don't want to find her dead.
They are waiting. And whether you go there tonight, completely vulnerable and not ready, or go there tomorrow or the next day with help and strong, we're gonna be in the same situation. He knows what he's doing and he's waiting. We have to be patient, even though it's hard.
I just hate being played with.
Yeah, me too.
You're right. You're right about all this.
We will talk to Barrett tomorrow. As early as dawn.
Alright. I'm gonna try to sleep this off, I guess.
Please drive safe and try not to do that again. I don't mind you coming to talk to me, but let's be safe about it.
What you don't know won't hurt you.
It already has hurt many others.
Oh, that doesn't feel good. Alright, well, yeah, I guess now's my cue.
Have a good night, Jordan.
Thanks. Starts his truck up again.
I'm like freezing, like.
Takes off a lot slower.
Arabella, as you're walking back, shivering, you get back to the compound. You look around, you get to the front door of the dorms. Or the side door, I should say. You open, and you hear behind you. So you've made your choice then, child.
I like turn around.
You see Mother Adele. Arms crossed.
I'm sorry. I went out. It was just across the yard.
She nods. That is fine, child. Did you have a nice walk?
I just kind of like at a loss of words, like.
Yeah, she holds out a hand, says, "You looked cold. Go back to bed."
Okay. Mother Adele, I hate to ask right now, but would you mind checking on Olivia? She seemed tired or sick earlier today, and I haven't been able to see her.
Of course, child. Worry not about Olivia or anyone else. Go get some sleep.
Okay. She kind of like shrugs off, like.
Yeah, you can just like feel her eyes on you as the door shuts.
Yeah, she's like very tense, like
Yeah.
walking back.
Okay. Anything else throughout the night? All right, everyone sleep. Roleplay. Very good.
Where's my sleepy time music?
Down.
Copyright strike.
All right.
Bowie climbs on me, slaps me awake.
Feed me! Feed me! Feed me! Feed me!
You guys are waiting the next day. What's happening? It is Friday. The 1st of October?
24 hours remain.
Look at
Dawn
that.
of final day.
We're in a new month, people.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, hear me out.
It's suddenly the Halloween decorations have risen from the ground.
Yeah,
and
they're all
the
over
mists.
town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
September doesn't have 31 days.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay. That's October 2nd.
It's October 2nd.
So we're gonna do the same conversation, except I'm gonna be like wearing a Frankenstein. Just as serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love
drunk.
it. It's probably like someone like who was listening earlier, like October 31st. Someone wake up.
Somebody whose
Oh no!
birthday is October
Someone had
1st.
to wake up
Was offended.
Billy Joe a day later.
Don't make that joke.
All right. So, who's waking up first? Barrett.
I'll wake up. Yeah.
What are you doing?
The first thing I do is look at my phone for any like messages from Jordan or Arabella. It's for like, since he told me that he was gonna tell me what was up.
No.
Oh yeah.
I don't see anything.
Put my phone in my pocket, and I guess I'm gonna text him, even though it's like 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Just any updates. I'll text him just any updates about Arabella.
Okay.
I feel like my phone vibrate under my pillow. I pull it out and roll over and rub my eyes. Temples fucking feel weird. Just like trying to read it. Any updates on Arabella? I reply, saw her last night. She knows everything. I cracked.
Oops.
And you see that through your cracked screen.
Yeah, I just stare at it for a second. Yep. Of course.
I'm gonna put my phone away, do my morning routines, like my hair back, put my suit on, eat my sandwich.
Yeah, like we just like cut like same frame, but you and like
Yeah,
doing different
yeah,
things
yeah.
and like Bowie's on your head as you're like shampooing.
Yeah.
Shampooing.
Just shampoo Bowie.
Yeah. Okay, go get a sandwich.
Yep. I'm gonna look over at my laptop. Just turn away from it.
Mhm.
And then I guess I'm gonna go for a nice morning jog.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a nice jog through the woods by my house.
You like open up your closet and you're like, shh, and there's one pair of jogging shorts.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just gonna have a nice morning, try to clear my head.
okay. Bowie's gonna try and eat some of your sandwich.
Okay, that's fine.
And then he's gonna follow you on your run.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, I'm planning to kill someone tomorrow, but I'm just chilling. I'm having a nice day.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, you two. I just imagine Barrett like the sweatband and like
Yeah.
The red, white, and blue stripes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On your left. What you two? What are you doing?
I get up early as starting my usual routine.
Mm-hmm.
Still tired
Yeah.
from going to bed late. I'm gonna go through like my morning routine. I'm gonna look out for Olivia one more time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to get away to call.
Yeah. She's definitely at breakfast.
Okay.
Yep. She's sitting down. She's talking with someone. Looking pretty jovial.
I like rush to sit next to her. I'm like, Olivia, you're up.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you feeling?
Just had to rest a little bit, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. I'm glad. I was worried for a second.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Fine.
Yeah, and I heard you didn't do your chores yesterday. I think I'm rubbing off on you.
I also needed a day to rest.
All right. Where is he?
I kind of lost track of him.
What? But I'll turn up.
He has a mind of his own.
That's true. He's a rebellious soul.
He's a free boy. We're both like,
Free boy.
Okay, well, can you try to cover for me for a minute?
What do I get out of it?
What do you want?
Yeah, make it worth my while.
I already do so many of your chores.
Yeah, but not all of them.
What do you want me to do?
Money talks, but
I
also
want,
keeps secrets.
I want breakfast in bed tomorrow. Yep.
Fine. Okay.
Promise?
Yes.
Alright. I'll make some excuse.
Yeah, just tell him I'm not feeling good or I'm in the bathroom or something.
Yeah. Explosive
Don't.
diarrhea.
No.
Strikes again.
Maybe for you.
Oh, you're not looking so good. Arabella, you should go to the bathroom.
Just like
And give me your portion.
like begrudgingly like get up and I'm like staring her down the whole time.
I don't want this to go to waste.
Like take it, go.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to like hide in like a bathroom. And,
Yeah, easy enough.
Right.
There's a lot more space than there are people in for the entire compound. So
Okay.
finding a place tucked away is pretty easy.
I take like a long look at the phone for a second. I'm like, I'm gonna call Barrett.
All right. Feel the bird. Feel the bird. Ring, phone call. Phone call.
Ugh.
Ring, phone call.
Stop.
Phone call.
Take my phone.
Ring, Arabella. Phone call.
I'll answer it. Hello?
Hi, Barrett?
Yeah. Arabella?
Yeah. Can we meet somewhere to talk? Well, can you meet up with Jordan?
I suppose.
He came to the compound last night. We spoke for a little.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you short. Where do you want to meet? Or do you want me to meet Jordan? Do you want to meet up? What do you want to do?
Meet Jordan and have Jordan call me when you're together.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Alright, I'll call him.
Okay.
Just gonna hang up.
Yeah, I kind of hang up and
Click.
know.
Call Jordan.
Answer your fucking phone, answer your fucking phone!
I'm sitting on the roof of my house,
Ooh, okay.
having a cup of coffee, watching the sunrise.
Oh, I like it. Ring,
It's a phone call.
Hey, Jordan.
You know, I don't appreciate being woken up at 6 in the morning
Oh, did I wake you up?
when you texted me. I've been up for a couple hours now.
Oh, well, Arabella wants us to meet.
Why?
And she didn't really say. She just wants me and you to meet up, and then for you to call her when we get together.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Could just go into town. Want me to just meet up at your house? I can just drive over.
I guess. It's kind of fucking with my last day alive, don't you think?
Yeah. Let's just meet up.
Yeah, let's.
All right. See you in a bit. I'll swim by.
Alright.
What?
Hang up.
Where are you meeting?
At his house. I was gonna drive to his house.
Okay.
Hang up, put my phone in my pocket. I'm still sitting on the peak of the roof, just hanging out, finishing my coffee.
And I'll jog back to my house and change. Drive over.
I'm gonna, during the day, I'm like rushing through my chores, like trying to get things done like as quickly as possible.
Yeah. You'll arrive
Mm-hmm.
at his house. You see a car pull up. You're still on the roof.
Yeah.
Get out. I just walk up to the front door, ring the doorbell.
I step forward and I like hover over the side of the roof and land next to him.
Oh, Jesus. Where the hell were you?
It was today.
Damn it, I got my days wrong. I watched the sunrise and
Okay.
I can see over the trees from the roof.
It must be a nice view.
It's not bad.
Anyway, Arabella, yeah, she wants you to call her, I guess.
Okay. I like pull my phone out of my jacket and I hit call and I throw it on speaker and like hold it between us.
Again, I go somewhere away. I answer. Like, Jordan?
Hey,
Hey, I'm here.
Oh, good.
Barrett just got to my house. What's going on?
I've put a bomb.
Count to 5, you'll be dead. I can't exactly be seen with you guys. I can't be caught with you guys. Anyway, and this is the best way to make a plan right now.
A plan?
For tomorrow? To not, destroy, kill people?
Okay, yep.
I gotta say, this is kind of awkward.
I mean, it wasn't my decision.
Still, hanging out with your hitman's a little weird.
Should
I guess
we maybe not?
so. Look, if you guys want to come up with some strategy, and whether I know about it or not, I don't know if there's much I can do. You're off the list, by the way, Arabella. You're off the hook.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Stayer.
Again, not my decision, but at least you don't have to look over your shoulder all the time.
I kind of feel like I do still. I have come across Mr. Sale's number. I have a couple of questions. The first one being, how likely is it that your gun would jam?
Very unlikely.
Percentage-wise?
It's about a 1 in 20 chance.
Thank you.
I get it, though.
Is there anything that could happen to that to make that change?
If there is, I'd be blamed for it. But maybe
For a jammed gun?
I'm responsible for cleaning it, taking care of it. I mean, if it jams, they'll blame me, but I mean, maybe that's not so bad.
I know this isn't a very secure, for lack of a better term, conversation. But if we are smart about it, I think we can come up with some good ideas.
And if you want me to make sure it jams, I can.
Maybe in front of Mr. Sales? An obvious mistake?
I could try. I could maybe do that. I don't even know if I'm going to be positioned next to Mr. Sales when I'm there. I know nothing.
I appreciate what you're trying to do here. Really, I do. But in the end, none of us are faster than a bullet.
We don't have to be if the bullet never fires.
Yeah, but Sales has a gun too. I don't know what else he's going to have with him.
It's not a sniper, he has a submachine gun.
Great. Awesome.
Well, my point being, he'll probably be closer to you than I will.
If I can get my hands on him, he's done, but I have to get to him. That's the problem.
How do those guns work?
If I knew, I'd tell you. We can... At least I know me and Mr. Sales can summon them to us. His gun has blades that come out if anyone but him tries to hold it.
Okay.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Do you... this kind of... Forgive me, I don't know too much about guns. Where would you... do you have any special ammunition?
Some.
Are they also summon with the gun?
If they're in the gun.
Okay. So the gun itself is what gets pulled, not the ammunition.
Yes, the parts of the gun.
Okay.
The clip being one of them.
Okay. I know, I mean, I'm just talking into the void right now. You guys are not giving me too much to work with, but...
Hey, I might be on the other side. All I know is that I have to be there at that time, and he's my target. I've never even been to this building.
Would you guys check it out today?
That's what I've been saying all along.
I know, I agreed. I just knew you had to wait.
Well, we could, but if we're seen together, if Sales is already there and knows what we're up to, it probably won't end well. I could just go.
You don't need to be there, you just need to see.
I guess that's true.
You freak. Get out.
Damn.
Our rabbit's trying to get in the room.
He just knocked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He misses us.
Mr. Sales.
Unless you find out the plan from Sales.
I could ask for more details, but knowing Sales, he'll just tell me to follow orders or just to kill you.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the type to brief.
You don't need to ask him many questions. You just need to get the answers. And you don't have to go in with Jordan, but if you can see him and keep an eye out.
Alright, so the plan is Jordan goes into this building, I stay back and watch over him.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be less fishy if I go into the building? If Mr. Sales is
Yeah,
watching, he doesn't want... We don't want Sales to know Jordan knows.
I'm just gonna stay here on my roof and drink coffee. And
Weren't you supposed to invite him?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be strange for him to know where to go.
I suppose you're right.
And if he already knows the nature of Mr. Sales, it wouldn't be strange for Jordan to go check it out under these circumstances.
Okay.
If you can give yourself an alibi as well, that may help.
Sure. I mean, I'm supposed to be watching Jordan anyway, so...
So you're just doing your job.
Yep.
If you can get information and do it carefully, we can mend this.
So what's the plan? What are we doing with this information? Even if we scope out this area, are we just knowing how Jordan will get shot? What's the plan here?
I'm not sure yet.
I have a feeling he expects me to show up early. We're just playing right into his hand. One way or another, I have to go there, so...
Well, Natalie might be there already. If we go there early, we might just jumpstart this whole situation.
Yeah. If she's there, shit's going down. No matter who's with me.
Is it a risk we are willing to take?
Well, in my experience, the sooner we get to the hostage, the more likely they're alive. So, if we go there today, we have a better chance of saving Natalie, but it probably puts us at risk.
I'm at risk regardless, so
It's true.
fuck it.
So we take the risk. Just be very careful and please keep me in the know.
Yeah, I'll call you while I'm bleeding to say bye.
Hey, I might be able to help.
I'll shoot you a text when we get there. If you're free, head on over.
Poor choice of words. Bye, Arabella.
Goodbye. Click.
Settles that, I guess. You want to pretend that you're watching me?
Yeah, you
Well,
head there first. I'll be behind you. I'll set up somewhere and make it work.
Let me put this in the house. I go in, put my cup in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like look around the apartment for a minute. And look at pictures on the wall. See the old wife and kid. And sigh, throw on my jacket, and head out to my truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait around for a minute after he gets in his truck and leaves. I'm just gonna kind of pace back and forth, getting ready for what's about to happen. I'll hop in my car and take off the same direction.
All right.
And I guess I'm going to the address.
Okay. Yeah, as you start driving, Barrett, you tailing behind.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a bit of a drive. It's technically on the other side of town now.
Yep.
It'll take you a little bit to get there. Arabella.
Mm-hmm.
Popular today.
Oh,
A
God.
lot of fucking phone calls in this episode.
I know. I look at my phone.
You don't recognize the number?
I look at the business card you gave me. Does it match?
No.
Okay. I answer it. Hello?
You hear faintly, you have to just pause for a minute, put your hand over your other ear, and you swear you hear a faint sob. A crying.
Hello? Is someone...
Will you shut up over there? God! I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, he called you with her phone.
Who? Why? Is it... Mr. Sales?
You're a dastardly little one, aren't you? Here, I thought you were just a little innocent soul, but... Conniving? I like it.
What do you mean? Where are you calling from? How do you keep getting my number from everything?
Little Miss Arabella. I wonder if your conscience can be... I wonder if you could live with it after what you've just done.
What do you mean?
Oh, sending some good old pals to a preemptive end. Oh, but how do you know that? Oh, no, yeah. Well, little Miss Arabella, I told Barrett before, and I'll give you the same answer. A little birdie told me.
So, what's your plan then? So you know...
Why don't you come over and find out? Save me a lot of time. But if you don't, hey, that's fine. That's just fine. Keep your ears to the wind, though. You might hear something interesting tonight.
Why are you going after Jordan? Just revenge? Still mad about him attacking you?
I'm not a very angry person, Arabella. I'm not. Really, I'm not. I'm quite a nice guy when you get to know me. Orders are orders, though.
So, how many of you are there?
There's quite enough, and that's quite enough questions. All I want you to know is, well, there's gonna be a party very soon. It's gonna be a blast. Do you like that? Yeah. Oh, she's not laughing. Well, I better get going. You can go ahead and give those two a call if you want, but not gonna change much.
Okay. She kind of like keeps a level voice over the phone.
Have a good day.
She hangs up and immediately calls again.
Yeah.
Driving now. Like, hey, what's up?
Sales has my phone or tapped the phone. He knows everything that's going on. He could hear this conversation right now, and he is already there with Natalie.
Really?
Yes.
Perfect. Great. Maybe... I don't know. That makes things easier, I guess. I'm glad to know that she's there. What did he say?
Nothing important.
Just called to talk shit.
Yes.
Nice. Well, this is the last time we talk. Thanks. Nice knowing you, and, yeah. Maybe I'll catch you later.
Just be careful, please.
Kinda goes without saying, but I will try.
Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Teller.
Goodbye, Arabella.
She, like, hangs up.
He's driving.
I'm just tailing behind.
We pan away from Jordan and Arabella. And we see what looks to be a large, dark room with light bleeding in through windows, most of them broken. And we hear a sort of skipping, jovial step. We see catch a brief glimpse through these pillars, these supporting beams of Mr. Sales. And as he just skips around, he stops. And he points up. I think it's all ready. Yeah, all right. And he turns over and we can't see past him. We just have the camera right behind him. And he says, your knight in shining galactic armor is coming to save you. I love these kinds of stories. Simple. You never know if it really is a good end or not. You really should laugh at my jokes more. And he turns around and we just hear more sobbing. We fade to black.
Oh my god, dude.
Tried so hard.
I'm surprised she's not dead. I'm legitimately surprised she's not dead.
I completely agree. I thought he was going to kill her on the phone. Anyway, reserve these thoughts because...
Thanks for this. Oh yeah, we're going to record a post show.
Hell yeah, we are, which you can
Patreon.
watch.
Hell yeah.
You subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah. But besides that, we're going to raid if you're here.
All right, thank you so much. If you like this episode, make sure you check us out on all of our social medias by looking up Keep Tapping X, the Umbra Initiative. You can find us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play Music,
Discord.
Apple Podcasts, Discord. You can
Podbean.
find us on Podbean. You
Podbean.
can find us in so many places by looking up the Umbra Initiative.
We're everywhere.
please feel free to drop comments, likes,
Tell your friends.
upvotes,
Yeah.
everything like that.
We'll take
It,
dislikes too, man.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Any press is good press.
You can't see it anymore, so
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
so give it up.
It'd be a little secret between you and me.
So should be fun. Catch us next week, 6:30 p.m. East Coast time, Wednesday as always. And we love you. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.